Hi everyone, welcome to another overview video with Helix Intel. I'm Brian and I'm a product manager here. Today we're going to go over the equipment page in your account so you can understand how it works and how to use everything on the page. When you get to the equipment page, you'll see three widgets at the top. We have status, indicating the operating status of all the pieces of equipment in my account, the category breakdown, so how everything is organized, and then the average age of all of the pieces of equipment. We have two main views on the equipment page. We have the grid view, which shows you pictures of the pieces of equipment and then key data points about them, like the name, the make, the model, the location, and then the operating status. Alternatively, we have our table view, which shows you rows and columns that you can then select to choose which ones appear. To start, we're going to go over the grid view. As mentioned previously, the equipment page shows you key data points about the pieces of equipment and includes pictures of them. So users can either upload stock images if they want, or what we see most users do is take pictures of those specific pieces of equipment on site so that way they can see what it looks like and what the condition is from there. At the top of each card, you'll see a little banner indicating if something has an open task or an open request. If you click into it, you can get more information about it. There are a few ways that you can take action on these pieces of equipment. You can click the gear icon, which allows you to either view the piece of equipment, edit it, request service, or add a task. Alternatively, let's say you want to change the operating status. In this case, my air conditioner is broken. I'll change status to needs repair and down, and then I'm prompted with a modal to provide updates on why I created the status change. In this case, I'll say it just stopped working out of the blue, hit save, and then I'm prompted to either request service from an outside vendor or to add a task and assign it to an internal team member. Depending on which one I click, I'll go down a specific path. You'll see that in the upper right hand corner we have an Apply Filters button. What this does is allow me to filter based on certain criteria. So let's say I wanted to come in here and see only HVAC equipment in my account. I could just select or type HVAC, hit close, and you'll see that the page is updated to reflect that selection. The widgets at the top have updated, as well as the pieces of equipment that you see further on down the page. To turn off a filter, just click the filter icon again, click clear all, and then hit close and you're back to where you started. We also have a search bar, and this allows you to search by equipment name or manufacturer or model number. So let's say I wanted to look for the boilers in my account. I could just type boiler and it'll pull up that specific equipment record, and again the widgets at the top are updated. To add a new piece of equipment, click the New button in the upper right-hand corner. When you get here, you're prompted to fill in a variety of fields. So let's say I wanted to add my new Ford F-150. Type in Ford F-150, select the manufacturer, and go down the list providing more information. One field that I specifically want to call out is the equipment category field. When I click this, I'm prompted to select the category that this fits into. So in my case, it's automotive and it's a vehicle. When I do that, an additional details section opens up, prompting me to fill in more information that's specific to vehicles, like license plate, VIN, and odometer. I don't have to fill in all of these, but for the ones that I do want to track, I can put that information in here and know that it's always accessible to me and my colleagues. Further on down on this page, we have our link to custom QR code field, and this is what we see most of the users on our platform using. Which, if they have a little QR code, they type in the 8-character ID that's found on it, they affix it to the piece of equipment, and then whenever they scan that QR code with their mobile device moving forward, this specific piece of equipment opens up on their device, allowing them to easily change the operating status, obtain information, assign tasks, and so on. We offer other sections on the left-hand side if you want to provide more information. You can provide, as I mentioned before, additional details, information about the specific location, or you can upload attachments. For example, you can put in manuals, warranty files, miscellaneous files, service contract, and so on. There are two sections down below that I want to call out, which is maintenance and warranty and service log. Maintenance and warranty allows you to provide a lot of information about the maintenance that you do on it, the warranty that's on it, and so on. And service log is where you can come in to indicate any work that's previously been done to it. So let's say I had the brakes replaced a month ago. I could do add service log, July 5th, service completed by that specific vendor, include information, what the cost was, and then upload any files. So again, this acts as a great way to track all of the key information about the various assets in your account. And then last but not least, what I mentioned before is that we have this Add Photos button off to the right. If you're using your mobile device, you'll be prompted to either take a picture of the piece of equipment or upload a picture from your files. Once you do that, click Add Equipment, and the piece of equipment will be added to your account. I already have a Ford F-150 in here from previously, and so this is what it would look like. You can see the make, the model, the manufacture date, how it's categorized, and so on. For any fields that I have not added information to, they'll just be hidden, and then if you want to see them, just click the button to show 2 empty fields, and they'll appear in here. So in my case, serial number and QR code. As you scroll on further down below, you'll be able to see more information if you've added it. Across the top of the equipment record page, we have a variety of tabs. Tabs show you key information about the piece of equipment. So in my case, you can see any tasks that are open related to this vehicle, any completed tasks, parts, attachments, and so on. So let's click into this air conditioner, for example. You can see key information, you can see more pictures, you can see the tasks that are opened that are related to it. You can see what was done in the past, any parts that are related, any attachments. The history section shows any updates I made in the platform related to this piece of equipment, and then the maintenance and warranty section, and then the service log section. If I want to edit information about an existing piece of equipment in my account, I would just click the Edit Equipment button and then make the updates in the appropriate field. If I want to request service or add a task, I would click those buttons as well, and then I would be able to take those actions. Going back to the equipment page, I just want to briefly talk about the table view, which again is rows and columns about that specific piece of equipment. So in this case, you can see I have about a dozen fields visible across the top of this page. But let's say I wanted to reset it to whatever the default is. I would click Select Fields, scroll all the way to the bottom, and then click View Default, and it'll go back to how it was. And when I close, you'll be able to see the fields that come standard out of the box for every new user on their equipment page. Now, let's say some of these fields weren't important to me at this moment in time, and I wanted to turn off the estimated life expectancy and tasks. What was really important to me was the equipment category and condition. When I scroll back down to the bottom, I'll hit close, and you can see that I can get all the information that I just selected in the fields to the right. If I want to interact with any of these pieces of equipment, I can click the operating status to change it, or I can click the ellipses off to the right to either request service or add a task. And this operates the same, where if I want to open up this specific piece of equipment in my account, I would just click on the name and I'm brought back to the page I was on before. That wraps up our overview of the equipment page. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to reach out to us, as we are more than happy to help. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe to stay on top of all the videos that we release. Thank you.